What's good, y'all? I'm Skip, one half of the Super Team Deciphered, and this is the 1 year anniversary reaction to Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar on the album We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. This is one of probably the more important tracks in the last couple of years, and we already know why. It started quite possibly the biggest rap beef that ever happened in the genre. And it revealed a lot. It revealed a lot. And I'm glad to, go back and just listen to the song and see how it aged and see what some of the stuff ended up meaning, in time. So if you like the channel, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to become a member or join the Patreon, that'll be in the description section. But yeah, man, let's get to it. Matter of fact, before we get into that, shout out to my brother DJ, first and foremost. Let's get to it, man. Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, featuring none other than Kendrick Lamar.
Gotta find my joint up on this bitch. I miss you. Few times. Yeah. Sticking to the code, all these hoes for the street. I put it in her nose, it's gon' make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gon' wake up at they sleep. You can't hear that switch, but you can hear them niggas scream. All my hoes do shrooms, nigga, all my hoes do coke. 20 carat ring, I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she gon' swallow, she'll go.
I know that, first of all, I know that this song is primarily will be remembered in history for the beef. Future slid on this song, and so did Metro Boomin. Like, Kendrick was the icing on the cake to take it somewhere else that it probably wouldn't have gone without him. But Future slid on this song, and the Metro beat is insane. Let's not forget that.
Nigga bring the rats in. Got the shooters in the corner like the pack in. She think cause she was at it, bitch, she attractive. That's that shit that gets you put up at the section. And the model still the same. Ball like I won a championship game. You know these hoes hungry, they gon' fuck for a name. I put her on the game, she get fucked for a chain. Got your girl in this bitch, she twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch, turn up in this bitch. And we bout the irks in this bitch, get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby, you know it's game time. Great friend, bitch, we fuck them at the same time. I'm a different nigga, no, we not the same kind. We can have that look, bitch, you ain't mine. Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
All right, before we get started with the Kendrick verse that quite possibly shook up the next 5 years of hip hop, or that was the building block to shaking up 5 years of hip hop. Nobody knew how important this was gonna be or how pivotal it was gonna be. But I remember around the time this dropped, I said that this era was gonna reveal a lot, and it has. Not just in hip hop, but in hip hop discourse. A lot of people, including myself, have reached a quote unquote level of prominence during this time. A lot of people have been exposed, quote unquote, for their opinions on the matter. A lot of alliances have been made. A lot of factions have broken apart. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, like, how one verse can fuck up the game. But let's get into it, man.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean,
I was talking to Absa. Shout out to Absa F and Lutely. And shortly before that, I had watched her video on the year anniversary of Like That, and she was talking about how, basically, for lack of better words, Kendrick hunted Drake. He hunted him. And this song not only put Drake, but J. Cole in a very compromising position because they had to defend their pride. And that pressure that he applied to them almost in essence had them acting out of character or revealed their true character because they didn't have the time and personnel management to, or the promotion PR to get them, in their proper place before putting their foot in their mouth. But yeah, this also, like, after time, should have revealed to a lot of people that first person shooter really triggered Kendrick Lamar bad. Not only first person shooter, that being lines from Drake and J. Cole individually, and the team up and what they were trying to get it to signify as being the unifying measure to push Kendrick out of the way of prominence. He took that shit extremely personal. On top of them passive aggressively saying that they were all in a inclusive club, but Kendrick was on the outside looking in of that very, very small club. Pissed him off. Bad.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water, tell him.
And then we get into this part and he just doubling down on it. At this point, there's no way that you can deny that he's talking specifically to J. Cole and Drake. And he's antagonizing them both in their own separate ways. And it's almost to the point where some of the bars could pertain to both of them at the same time. Like the whole, it's time for him to prove that he's a problem. I think that was meant for both of them. And it was just like, whichever one of y'all hit, holler. And they both hollered. And they both finished their part in the beef completely differently, but they both felt like they had to hop out and defend themselves. And I think it was a little like maybe buyer's remorse from the whole first person shooter shit, because it almost seemed like it created a problem that they really didn't want to have, and they wished that they didn't have to, but it was here now.
Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. There's a lot of goofies with a check. I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he
all I can think about listening to this song, and even back when I was doing the reaction, I was like, Kendrick on some gangster shit. And like, it's just obvious now that energy, whether it was already ruminating at that point in time, it bled into the energy that created Gen X. So either he was in this mode from making Gen X, or this energy turned into what helped him create Gen X. But I see now that they're not mutually exclusive. That energy either helped create this song, or this song created the energy that helped finish Gen X. He was on crash out timing, and it's just crazy to see where he is now after that. Let me keep going.
Water, tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom.
And then the light pack thing, it was a lot of speculation about whether or not Daylight helped write or completely wrote back to back. And while that hasn't been confirmed, it's been alluded to a lot within the last year. And now recently with more reference tracks, heavy on the allegedly, have been leaked. Kendrick was leaving breadcrumbs the whole time. A lot of this was about Drake's integrity. And he was kind of like more so appalled that J. Cole decided to take his side, or to just stand beside him knowing what he stood for. And when that's supposed to be indirect opposition, especially from the craft aspect of what J. Cole stands for. Yeah, this shit, they had Kendrick all the way fucked up. And it had just as much to do with personal shit as it had to do with the craft of hip hop. And I think that when you add them both together is, I think, why he felt so insulted by this shit. And when you watch the Like That performance on the Pop Out, you can tell that was a different energy that existed in the performance that was like more, he was much more antagonizing in the performance. And that shit was beautiful. But let's finish it up.
All your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these nines. He gon' see pets. Fuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these nines. He gon' see Pet Cemetery. Nigga, boom.
And the For All Your Dogs into the Pet Cemetery, obvious Drake shot. The Walking Around This Stick, Andre 3K, J. Cole shot, Won't Drop the Location, I Still Got PTSD. I saw something today that was like kind of alluding to the possibility or the theory that dropping the location was an Easter egg for the thumbnail for Not Like Us. I don't know, but that's interesting. What does he say? And clearly drawing the line in the sand with the fuck the big three, it's just big me. I think we should have known then, from that point forward, he was intent on being the sole remaining person at the top of the hill. I think it had got to a point where people were getting comfortable with just being the three. But I think what Kendrick had planned for the remainder of his career, this gave him the opportunity to clearly solidify himself. And he took full advantage.
Selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw, nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping in Balences if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
They should have let Kendrick rap over this part too. I don't know what he would have said, but they should have let Kendrick rap over this part. I don't know what he would have said, but I know how he would have said it. It would have been on some type shit like what he did on the last verse of DNA. And that shit would have been epic. They should have let him rock out. But yeah, man, I just think this song and then the performance that goes on at the Pop Out, he was just antagonizing the fuck out these niggas, bro. I think he really was taking that moment to bask in the amount of fucked up they had him. And at that point, it was already over. He had already did what he had to do. He had already claimed his position as number one. J. Cole backed out. And Drake stood up and got completely destroyed. But this song made it possible. I think Evil Ways and First Person Shooter, not Evil Ways, Red Button and First Person Shooter took it over the top to where Kendrick felt like it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time. These niggas too comfortable. And I've already did what I needed to do with Mr. Morale. I'm on Crash Out Time anyway with Gen X. I'm finna fuck these niggas up. But yeah, man, 1 year anniversary to Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar off the album We Don't Trust You. If you like this look back reaction, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the Patreon if you feel so inclined to become a YouTube member. Those will be in the description. And until next time, man, we out of here. Peace.